My dad opened the first shop in 2010 in Brooklyn, March of 2010. And it was a sit-down wood-fired Neapolitan pizzeria, kind of a rustic environment. That took off and he did well there. And then we had a few franchises open in the span of like 2014 to 15 and 16. In 2018, we opened the Slice Shop in Brooklyn, which is what you see here. It's more New York style pizza with a vintage aesthetic. A few years later, we opened here. My name is Derek Giannone. I'm the owner-manager here at Paulie G's Soul City Slice Shop in Washington Square West in Philadelphia. Paulie G is my father, Paul Giannone. He's a pizzaiolo and restaurant owner. Our company's based out of Brooklyn, and we have franchises in different cities. 2 shops in Brooklyn. We have 1 in Philadelphia, and then some franchises in Columbus, Baltimore, and Chicago. I think we opened in New York because people emphasize food there and dining out and going out for, restaurant and bar experiences. And our family's originally from New York. My parents both grew up in Brooklyn, and I think that it felt like the place to be. I had a different career before we opened here. I went to school for psychology. I got my undergraduate degree in New Jersey, and then I came to Philadelphia in 2015 and I got my master's at Drexel in psychology. And then I was working for the VA doing clinical research for 5 or 6 years before we opened here. I think I was ready for a change in my life. It felt like it would be rewarding to work with my family and open a shop and run it for them here, and it's been really good so far. I would say that the biggest challenge of running a restaurant is just keeping the ball rolling every day and making sure that everything is going well. As the day-to-day operations manager, I have to get here earlier in the mornings and make sure everything's set up and that everybody's doing their jobs properly and doing quality control and checking. On a daily basis, we have a lot of moving parts. We have 25 employees here. So I think managing both of those things and the different problems that could come up for people or just with operations in general and technology and equipment, there's not a dull day. The education that I received and the work that I did that came from that education after I left school, I think was really helpful for me here. I think understanding my employees and my people and their needs. And then I think on the analytics end, running a business, I did a lot of statistical work in school that helped me account for things and figure out how everything works and works together, and from a business end, how to track those things and figure out where we're at on a daily basis with how much business we have and how much money we're spending. And so yeah, I think my background and education, even though it seems kind of roundabout and isn't very related, was really helpful. I do think that once people find something that they like, they keep going back, and that's always been really important to me. I recognize the customer experiences that people have and the positive experiences that they have will keep them coming back. And I think that we've been really welcomed in this neighborhood. I think people like us. I think one of the big things I feel like that makes us successful is our accessibility. As I said before, we're open at least 11:30 to 11 every day, and Friday and Saturday, that's until 2 a.m. So more or less, we're always here for our customers. And I think we also, in terms of accessibility, provide a pretty good product at a reasonable price point compared to other places that I've seen, which I pride myself in, and I think it's a thing that makes me happy every day when I go out to other pizzerias and I see prices and I realize that even though we're in a huge space here and we're in a really nice neighborhood and our rent is high and our costs are high, that we're able to keep costs down for customers, and I think they appreciate that. I think that moving forward and thinking about our future here as a restaurant, I want to maintain the good experiences that people have here and keep providing those. And I think I would love to be able to expand in the Philadelphia area, but I'd want to be able to translate the same things that we do here and the positive experiences that people have and the good product that we have, and just be able to provide that same experience. I'm Derek Giannone. I'm the owner-manager of Paulie G's Soul City Slice Shop in Washington Square West in Philadelphia. Come in, enjoy our pizza, and have fun here. And you can visit us at paulieg.com and see all of our different locations and find out more about what we do.